Welcome back. It's your girls again for another, hot episode.
You and your little song tunes.
I do, but you know what? I don't want to be predictable every time we start an episode. So, I just got to switch it up a little bit. But for me, being excited to start an episode, it does come in song form. So that's just what we're going to get when I have to start an episode most of the time. I have to stop myself a lot of times and just be like, hey, y'all, welcome back. So that was my little bit of song I'm going to give you. So don't worry, I won't sing the rest of the episode. I'm not a singer, but
Oh gosh, no
anyways,
musical.
hey, y'all, welcome back.
You're wild.
We are here, and I just want to start this episode off with saying my poor girl Cassie over there is
Gosh.
going through it. I don't know what she got happening, but homegirl's voice is different. So that's the best way I'm going to put that. So I
Great.
am going to say for those of you who don't care to hear me speak so much and rather hear Cassie, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be the one that you're really going to have to listen to more of in this episode.
Yeah.
So I say that to say not to stop you from listening, but to continue. Ugh, my gosh, I can't talk. To continue to tune in, so then that way you can hear a little bit of Cassie's crackling throughout the episode.
God, that's not a fun thing for people to listen to. I'm sure it's gonna be extra painful because, like, 1 minute, I'll sound normal, and then if I keep on going, trust me, you'll hear it. So go ahead.
All right, well, back to me. No, wait. So I
Ugh.
figured since my girl can't say too much, I'll give y'all an update in my life right now. I have a lot of nothing going on, but just little things going on at the same time. So first, I'll start off with the oldest news. So your girl got bit by something, right? A few
Mm,
weeks ago, some kind of bug bit me. I had this huge lump on my leg, and it was not your average
mm.
bug bite.
Yeah,
Very
I never got a
concerning.
picture.
I sent you a picture the day of, but you couldn't really
You did?
tell. I
Oh,
did. See?
my bad.
Shh.
Alright, go
So,
ahead.
so large bite, super different than a typical bug bite. You get your mosquito bite and, it's red and itchy and you deal with it and it's gone after like
Mhm.
a weekish, right? Like mosquito bites don't usually last too long.
Yeah.
This shit has been lasting and it bruised and it kind of looked like it had like that bullseye type of look to a tick with Lyme disease. So
Mm.
I was trying not to stress it at first and kind of just like try to play it down and just, try not to itch it, even though it wasn't really itchy, but try not to touch it, just maybe ice it a little bit.
Yeah, but you
And
said it
it,
was the size of a fist, didn't you?
I don't know about the size of a fist, but it was big as hell. Yeah, it was probably about like the size of my fist, like size wise, not like lump wise, but like from top to bottom of the shape of it. Yeah, it was
Okay, yeah,
pretty.
no, because a tick bite is, like, the size of, like, your fingernail.
Yeah, so it was huge, like, it was a very bad reaction. So, mind you, I don't even know what bit me, didn't even see, like, a wound source. So, anyways, went to urgent care, right, because the primary care is just so backed up, and
Oh,
they're just like, "Oh, really bad bug bite." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I feel better," right? Because it's just like,
yeah.
I've never interacted with Lyme disease personally, so I really, only have Google, and Google is the worst
No.
source. When you have something going on that you don't know about, it can be helpful, but it can also be the worst source to choose.
Mhm. Definitely.
So, I just left it as it was. They said, oh, take Tylenol as need be, or, ice it. You'll be good to go. The bruising will go away. Well, the bruising barely went away.
Damn.
The lump barely went down. I started
Wow.
getting headaches,
What
which
do you
I
think
don't
it
get
could be?
headaches.
Yeah.
And it was hard to determine if it was from work because I do sit in front of two computer screens all day,
Mhm.
or if it was from whatever bit me. So your girl stressed out again, went to the urgent care a second time because once was not enough.
Right. Well,
And
especially not if it didn't go away, like
no, like it's still there. It went down some, but it's like you could feel the tension in that area, you know? So it
so wait, like,
wasn't like it
it's
was like a
still there
soft bite.
now?
Yes, very little.
That's wild because I was, like,
That
well over
was
a week ago.
that was so just after the baby's birthday party was when
Oh,
2
damn.
days after
Okay.
the party. Right. So that's like a good 3 weeks
Almost,
about
yeah.
2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So I
wild.
go a second time. They're like, "Oh, doesn't strike me as Lyme," which great, right? Great.
Yeah.
But I'm not feeling fully convinced that it's just a minuscule thing because, bruh, what is this?
Yeah, it's weird.
You know? And I'm pretty much like convincing the physician to give me blood work. I'm like, I need blood work.
Oh gosh.
Just give me blood work. She's like, well, we could. Yeah, do it. Please take
Mm.
my shit now because I'm not coming back here a third time. I just need to know that I'm in the clear for that, which I know results can have false negatives, false positives types of
Yeah.
things. Long story short, got my blood work back. I do not have Lyme disease. So
Okay.
I feel a little better. The bruising is gone. The lump is down, like I just said, a lot more, but it's still a little bit there. But she said apparently bug bites can last 4 to 6 weeks.
That's wild.
That's long as shit. I've never heard that in my life.
Well, it is, but, like, also, like, what bit you to the point where, like, it was that gigantic, but, like, you didn't feel it or, like, see anything?
What bit me that caused a reaction like that?
Yeah, that's
Exactly. I
wild.
have no idea.
Mm.
And I can't find anything like in the house. Like I haven't seen anything because at that point I'm just paranoid.
Right, right.
Nothing. So
Hmm.
I don't know if it was something while we were outside at the party or what, but yeah. So that was story number one for what's been going on in my life.
Oh gosh. It was
Story
concerning though when you have some, like, weird, like, medical related issue and you're just like, "What is going on with me?" And you have, like, no idea, you know?
right. I
So
mean, poison Kate. Case in point. I can't even say it right. Case in point.
Hey, my voice, yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Like Lord, and you have no other
Mm.
symptoms. Like what the hell's going on? Clear your throat.
I don't know.
You
It's
need to
been
do like a one of those like vapor things, steam,
girl,
breathe in
I've
some
done
steam.
so many things, and I definitely did that because I just got a facial this weekend, and
How
they, like,
was that?
stuck, like, some hot ass steam in my face for, like, a good 20 minutes, and I was like, "Oh my god." And that shit didn't help either, so I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Ugh.
I don't know. But we'll spare you again
Thanks.
and talk about how my
Oh.
microwave caught on fire. Well, maybe I
I
worded
gotta
that wrong.
hear this story while I die over here in the corner. Go ahead.
So it didn't catch on fire. A fire started within my microwave.
How was that even possible? Did the food catch on fire or, like,
So the
the
food
actual
wasn't actually the flame went to the food. Like the food was not on fire. So
do you need a new microwave?
we've been needing a new microwave, okay?
Okay.
So a nice little over the range
Mm.
and it had a few times where it would run, like the microwave is running, but then it would stop, but it still has a sound that it's running, but there's no actual heat. And you can open the door and it still sounds like it's running, but there's actually nothing going on. Right. So, we
Girl.
would unplug the microwave. But then I'm like, damn, I need to use the microwave. So I plug it back in and kind of forget anyways and just go about my business. Sometimes I'd read a code and it's like, oh yeah, like first world problems, right?
What
We're over
is
here
happening?
just
Okay, I know what
the
I'm gonna buy you for Christmas.
the microwave still works, bitch. I can't wait that long. So my man's always mad because when he uses the microwave, it has more problems than when I use the microwave.
Mm.
So he'll put the microwave on for a certain amount of time and it just stops way before. So he's always like, you need a new microwave. You need it, so it's just like, I don't have those
B,
same
thanks.
issues.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, we have more than one home location. So, so anyways, the stupid microwave, we have decided, yes, it's time to get a new one.
Mm.
Well, the urgency has been kicked in because the other day on lunch for work, I am warming up my lunch, the baby's lunch, put some carrots in that bitch, and all of a sudden I see a big ass flame just come from the top inside of the microwave down onto the carrots. And so I'm like, oh, yep, carrots are done. That's going to be hot. Just unplug it. Haven't used it since. But
What is happening?
I just want to say, wow, I feel almost entitled to say it is so hard to live without a microwave for certain things. I ate waffles. How was I supposed to warm up my syrup? I used a bowl of hot water and sat my dish of syrup in it to warm my syrup up.
Oh, you extra bougie. Okay.
Well, what do you have done?
Just take it out of the container.
My syrup is in the fridge.
Oh, we don't keep the syrup in the fridge. We keep it in the cabinet.
Oh, so we do I do the real maple syrup. My man still eats that fake
Oh.
but I like to put mine in the fridge because I feel like it preserves it better. Do I know
Gotcha.
the
Well,
right
maybe
answer
like
to that?
the real ones you have to, but like
Yeah.
the ex Aunt Jemima, whatever the hell they call her now.
Yeah, what is she called? Auntie?
I don't even know. Oh, the Pearl Milling Company is what it
Oh,
is.
Lord have mercy. Goodness
Mhm.
gracious.
That one you don't have
Whatever.
to refrigerate.
Yeah, well, yeah, so that's why I had to use the hot water. So I'm not bougie. I'm just in a time of need right now.
Yeah, I can't help you with
Warming
that
stuff
one.
up in the air fryer.
Just put it over a
Oh,
candle.
yeah, and I already have one fire. I don't need to keep playing with the flames. I am all good. So, yeah, it's just,
Oh, shit.
now it's just a matter of getting a new one. And do I want to install, like, I say I know damn well it's going to be we. Do we want to install it ourselves or do we want to pay for someone to install it?
Oh, because
That's
it's
just
the
the
one
only
that, like,
thing.
goes above the stove or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. So,
Mhm.
girl, I
Oh,
just
yeah, and
don't.
that's true, you own your place, so that's different. Me?
Exactly. Yeah.
"Excuse me, maintenance, can you please replace my microwave? Thank
We
you."
need a new one.
Just like now our garbage disposal is broken, and I have to call them to fix it.
Oh my gosh.
It's the
I
beauty of
should
apartment
get
living.
mine hooked up. Yeah, that's a benefit. That's a big perk there
Mhm.
because I just look at the microwave and I'm like, damn.
This has me thinking, did you ever get your stove fixed? It was this place, wasn't it?
I have a new stove. So I don't know if
Mhm.
we've ever talked about this on our show.
I don't know if we
I
did
think it was
either.
an issue before, like a
Maybe.
issue before, and I probably was too embarrassed to ever mention, but y'all,
My bad.
no, it's all right. When I moved in, my stove was so messed up. And you know what? I'll have to find a video because I'm pretty sure I recorded it
I
and
remember seeing
saved it.
pictures or something, yeah.
Yeah, my
Mhm.
stove. So I moved into my condo when I bought it, and apparently the previous owner was just so kind to have the handle installed incorrectly on the stove. And why, we ask, why would that handle be installed incorrectly? I don't know. But some shit happened to that stove where the handle needed to be reinstalled. It was reinstalled upside down. So the door and the glass on the front of the stove's door separated. So I had to use oven mitts and pull on two screws that were sticking out the door of the oven
Oh,
to
that show was
open
wild.
my oven. Two hands. There was at no point I could use that oven with one hand. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, no. I
And then I
remember you
used
told me that.
twine and magnets to hold it all back together to be able to use
Twine.
my handle.
Twine and magnets, y'all. Are you hearing this right now? Because that shit
Moved into my
I
first
can't.
home
Mm.
and had to use twine and magnets to hold my stove door glass and door together. So for those of you who have not purchased a new home or are even just looking in a new place to live, definitely check out your
Yeah.
appliances. Pull those handles,
Yeah.
please.
It's true, it's those kinds of things that you don't really, like, think to check, you know?
You don't. You
Um,
really don't. Check the trim. See if it's attached.
yeah, because I never really do either when I look at places. The only thing is I always test the hot water, and people look at me like
Mm.
I'm crazy, but it's like, "No, I wanted to make sure my water's hot."
No, right, because that's very important. I don't
Yeah.
got time to be moving up in here and boiling. That's my life right now. Boiling water to warm up my food, though, if it can't go in the air fryer.
Oh, man.
But yeah, those
Yeah.
are really things you don't think about that really are
No,
just
yeah.
like, again, first world problems, right?
Mhm.
These are things that we're used to. And when it ain't acting right, it's like, God damn. And then literally thought to myself how I'm using a bowl of hot water that I just boiled to warm up my syrup a little bit too. Like it wasn't like I had a bunch of syrup. I only ate two waffles.
Yeah.
But it's like the amount of time that took. I couldn't imagine doing that before going to work.
Mhm.
And I work
Mhm.
from home. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right, yeah.
Ain't nobody
Inconvenient.
got time for that.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that was just my main dilemma. So those are the struggles I've been going through. But what I really wanted to talk about was
Uh-oh.
if you've ever made your man a terrible dinner. Um, I was trying to make black bean burgers, but I wanted to do like black bean burgers with like having some mushroom mixed in. Oh, why can't I not talk today? Cassie can't talk and I can't talk. Like
Well,
what?
someone's gotta do it.
Oh my gosh, you're making me
Get
talk
it
too much. I
together.
don't know how to talk anymore. What? No. So I was trying to make black bean burgers with mushrooms mixed in and, just try something different. I don't know if you've ever tried to just kind of go out on a limb and make a new meal that you've really never made before.
Oh, girl, I do it all the time. Like,
Yeah. Do you
"Hey, honey,
follow
we're
a recipe?
experimenting today."
Oh.
Um, Sometimes, like, I'll do, like, new, like, recipes, like, I find on, like, Instagram or something.
Hmm.
But then there's, like, other times where, like, tonight, for example, I kind of just, like, threw things together that, like, I would make separately. But I was like,
Hmm.
"You know what?" I was like, "Let me just add, like, a little bit of this and, like, put it together." And sometimes it's a success. Like,
Oh.
today, I'll just share it. I made, like, kinda like a meat sauce. Like, I did ground beef and I put,
Hmm.
like, marinara sauce in it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I had green beans and I diced up potatoes and I put those in the oven to cook. And then once they were like soft enough, I put the
Hmm.
meat sauce on top of the green beans and potatoes, covered it with cheese, put it back in the oven until
Oh,
like
like
it
a little
melted.
casserole.
Kind of, I guess you can say that.
Okay.
But it came out pretty good. I like it.
Oh.
It's intended to be a keto meal, but I added some potatoes because I want it to be a little more hearty. Um,
Right.
So, it's not full
Cassie loves
keto, but
potatoes.
but it came out pretty good, I like it.
And what did he say?
Well, he ate it, so that to me means that it was something good. Um, but this is one of the successful ones. I have plenty of other ones that have not been successful, so
Oh, yeah. I usually am not too bad, but this one, like this
what happened? Were they
one,
mushy? Did they fall apart? Did it just not taste good?
it was too mushy. Well, for one, it was not solidified enough, so it was like mush, literally, like forming them. They were like mush patties. They were this dark brown color. They looked like shit just plopped, literally.
God, I'm dying.
And he was like, "Yeah." He didn't
Did
eat
you guys
it.
oh, I was gonna say you guys didn't even eat it?
I ate it. Jazz ate it, and it was fine. Like,
Mm.
I mean, we enjoyed it. He just didn't eat it. So I'm
Oh.
like, well, all right. I guess that was an epic
Yeah.
fail.
Oh,
Like he,
man, and he can't even heat up leftovers in the microwave? Come on
well, this
now.
was before. This was before.
Oh,
This was
okay.
before. This is before. But I did just recently go for round two.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
And
mean, you gotta try it again.
and the thing is, the first time I did not follow a recipe. He's like,
Mhm.
"What's wrong with you?"
Gotcha.
Because I'm like, "Oh," because he says he made them before. So I'm like, "Oh, well, what'd you put in them?" He's like, "Just look up a recipe. You don't really remember." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh no, I just wanted to ask. Like, I don't want to have to read." And I was trying to be all cute and
Yeah,
be
now
like
look at you.
Susie Homemaker, and I just made like dog shit spots.
Oh god.
But I will say they didn't taste bad at all. I ended up cooking them in the air fryer, but it came out okay. Like
That's good.
taste wise compared to how it looked.
Gotcha. I mean,
Yes.
it's important, right? Because like, presentation is a hard skill to acquire, so as
Ooh
long as it
wee.
tastes good, that's
Yeah.
truly all that really matters.
Yeah. So round two, much better.
Mm,
Actually looked like burgers.
there you
Didn't
go.
put mushrooms in them this time. I did skim a recipe and then just kind of did my own thing.
Mhm.
But came out much better, much better. And he actually ate it this time. He said it was good. I'm
There
not
you
fully
go.
convinced.
Yeah.
I'm not fully convinced. But
Gotcha.
he ate it. So,
That's important. Did he have 2?
yeah. I doubt it cuz me and the baby tore it up.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
But I think he probably would have only ate one anyways.
gotcha. Well, I
But
mean, it's a burger too. I mean, how many burgers you gonna eat? But
but I made them small, like
oh,
I didn't do anything big and crazy.
gotcha.
But
Mhm.
I asked him today. I said, "Did you?" Did you eat any? He's like, yeah, it was good. And I'm like, is he saying that because he means it? Or is he saying that because he knows I need him to say it was good?
I don't think so, because then if he said it was good, he might be in fear that you would try it again if you didn't really like it.
Not sure. He knows I'm not going to try it again, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even though it's
At
successful?
least, like, I wouldn't do it exactly the same. I would make a little tweak to it because it's, again, it wasn't the consistency was more there, but I think because I air fried it and I probably should have just skillet cooked it instead.
Oh,
That was the main difference for this one. He was like, if it was stovetop, yeah. So I'm like, okay,
gotcha.
okay. I think he means it. I think he means it. So I went on another limb today. Oh, last night, excuse me, and decided to try to make crab cakes.
Hey, even these little patty meals. You gotta be an expert at making patties by now.
My salmon cakes are really good.
Ooh,
Salmon
now
cakes,
I wanna
those ones that I make, banging,
mm,
banging, banging, banging. But and that was another random put
mm,
together. Those ones have not failed me.
interesting.
Yeah.
That actually
I'll have to
sounds
make you
really
sometime.
yeah,
Salmon cakes, those ones he even was like, yo.
or share with me your recipe so I can try.
Bitch, I don't have a recipe. I just throw shit
Well, that's what I
together.
mean, but, like, how you
Oh,
do
tell
it.
you the things I
Your
throw together.
recipe. Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Jeez,
If I
it's your
remember.
recipe, you crazy.
Yeah, but I don't remember. That's the issue. I'm just like, oh, we'll just throw this together and call it a day. I'll have to record myself making things so that way I don't have to try to remember.
Well,
That'll
that
probably
too,
be the
don't worry.
easiest. But the crab cake, impressed with myself.
Yeah, that's good.
Again, the consistency. So the whole breadcrumb thing, because you got to have a binder, and we don't do eggs, so you have to
Oh,
substitute with like bread or mayo, even though mayo has eggs in it. So it's like you're kind of
gotcha.
like a hypocrite. But it wasn't too bad. I'm like very happy with myself with the crab cakes. So
Well, that's good. Kudos to you.
yeah,
Pat on the
yeah.
back for Amanda.
For those who can't see, I just pat myself on the back. But yeah, that's just my been my thing lately, is just trying different foods right now, like different experiments, as I guess you would call it,
Mhm.
rather than just playing it safe and sticking to what I know. Because I myself have a weird relationship with food, so I'm like easily disappointed when something does not taste good. Like easily disappointed.
Gotcha.
I'm easily disappointed if I'm about to eat something and one ingredient is missing that I need.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I don't know. I've been asked, like, have you ever been like neglected food? And I'm like, not to my knowledge.
I don't
It's
think so.
so weird. It's so weird. Maybe from like a past life or something, I've had this weird relationship with food, and it's just attached to me to this day. But yeah, just trying to switch it up and mix it up. It's just I think it's just that life has just been so like same old run of the mill,
Mhm.
and it's like the same thing day in day out, and I just need something different. So hey, why not surprise my family and make some shit that they're probably not going to want to eat, right?
Right. Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm living in right now. That's what I'm living through. So
Gotcha. No, I
it's
mean,
interesting times.
yeah, no, definitely, and I'm with you on that one because you can't always make the same things all the time, like, you have to, do variety and switch it up a little bit, and some are gonna be successful and some are gonna fail, and that's just, that just is what it is.
Right, right. Like I wish sometimes I had a stronger home culture around cooking
Mm,
growing up, and then it'd probably make things a lot easier. I think a part of the challenge too is that we don't really eat meat. Like we'll eat seafood sometimes, but
mhm,
we don't really eat meat. So that's like far left compared to how I grew up with eating,
right.
and just, so it's just I wasn't really ready to fully switch to that. And but at the same time it was a change I wanted to make.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to figure out good recipes um
Mm.
that don't taste like crap or look like it.
God.
So
Sometimes it's
we'll
hard.
see how it goes. I'll have to try something new and something that's not a patty, I guess, because Cassie over here calling me out on my little patty makes. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to get away
What you
from the
got?
burgers and the patties and try something
Salmon
else.
what'd you say? Salmon cake? Salmon
Salmon
patties?
cakes,
Salmon
crab
cake, crab
cakes,
cakes. Fucking bean
and
burgers.
bean burgers.
Sure you have
Hey,
another one.
no, nope, that's it. Just a bean burger with mushroom and one without. So
Gotcha.
the one without was better. Just letting y'all know.
Hmm.
Try it.
Well, I try to experiment things all the time, and one of the things that, like, I'm trying to get better about is cooking certain types of, like, chicken.
Mm,
Because 'cause I'm just I don't know, I find, like, chicken is, like, so hard to, like, make for some reason.
really?
I just do, I don't know, like,
That's like the easiest
steaks
cut
and
of
stuff is,
kind of
like,
meat.
easy and, like, you can do so many different things with, like, ground beef, but, like, chicken, like, I
You can
just
do so many different things with chicken. Oh my
I
gosh.
don't
I used to love making stewed chicken. Stewed chicken was the shit.
know.
Stewed chicken, a good barbecue baked chicken, a good lemon pepper baked chicken breast. What? With a little you have a little butter to add the flavoring and let it hold on to the chicken. A little
Mm.
lemon pepper, put some green beans on the side, get you a nice little brown rice, a little dressing on there or something. Good to go. See, there you go. There's one. But girl, I feel like chicken is eat fried chicken. You can make chicken wings. You
Girl,
can oh.
so apparently that is my food fail. Um, I love any kind of, like, boneless chicken, like, that's always my go-to. Like, I'm
Mhm.
just now starting to not that I didn't like wings, but, like, I'm starting to really get into wings because 'cause I'm just not, like, a bone person. I'd rather just, like, be able to eat shit and not have to, like, work around
Mhm. She
something.
wants to shovel her way through it,
So
that's all.
exactly. So, like, I'm really good at making, like, chicken tenders, like, my, like, tenders are bomb, and, like,
Okay.
I'll make, like, other kinds of, like, like, cut up or shredded chicken or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, but I have heard from, from those around me that my attempts at making bone-in chicken is something that, like, I should just retire from doing.
Oh! Ooh. Oh my goodness.
So, but I'm
Ooh.
still determined to figure out how to do it, but, it's not
Dang,
something
girl.
it's something where, like, we might have to, like, do, like, a backup dinner or, like,
Ooh.
get something to go while, like, I just, like, over here, like, experiment in the kitchen because
Oh,
never
shoot.
turns out that great apparently, so
Oh.
mm,
Wow.
yeah.
Damn, girl, that's rough.
It is, however
Not even, like, baked bone-in
mm,
chicken?
no, I don't know, I just can't do the whole bone thing, it
I'm really
doesn't work for me,
surprised. Wow.
um,
Hmm.
but I am proud to say that even though a lot of things that I make isn't necessarily the best, which, is what it is, right? But we were somewhere, where somebody else had to cook for us, and when we ate their food, it's kind of like just like a little insider between us now because when the when we ate this other person's food, he just kind of looks at me and I forget, like, the exact, like, verbiage now, it's, like, losing my mind, but pretty much it was something along the lines of, "Wow, like, I need to, like, not take things for granted," or, like, something like that, and he called me, like, Gordon Ramsay because he finally, like, appreciated what I do for him when it comes to, like, cooking. Because like, it might not be, like, 5-star, but at least, like, I
Mhm.
make shit that, like, tastes good and, like,
Right.
it's edible.
Oh
But,
my
like, he was just like,
gosh.
"I'm so glad that, like, I don't have to eat this every day because he wouldn't survive." So,
Oh
that
my
experience made him appreciate me a little more, so it
gosh.
was, very rewarding for me over here.
Off of someone else's failure. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You sure do. It was just the funniest thing, so we just kinda, like, looked at each other when we were eating, and he just, like, whispered to me and just said something about, like, "I'm sorry, like, if I ever said anything about your
Oh
cooking,
my
like, I take
gosh.
you for
How
granted."
did how do you not bust out laughing at that point?
Oh, we did.
Oh,
Mm, we did. And it's just, like, our little insider, so I'm not gonna say, like, where we were or, like,
that's fine. You don't have
whatever,
to. You
but
don't need to
yeah.
put them on blast.
So, no, definitely
Mm,
not.
but the question I now have is because I'm intrigued at this point.
Mm.
The person who cooked it, did they seem to be confident or enjoy the meal themselves?
I think so, yeah. I would think
Oof.
so.
That's rough.
And I think the funniest thing is that there was so much leftovers. So they
Oh.
were God, I feel like I shouldn't be saying this. So they were, putting things in, like, like, to go containers for, like, meal prepping for, like, the rest of the week.
I'm sorry, I'm already laughing.
And it was just kind of like, damn, like, I feel sorry for that person who has to eat these as leftovers because
Oh my
mm,
gosh, that's the absolute worst.
yeah.
Well, maybe, they usually say for some leftovers after they sit, they taste better.
Yeah, I don't know if that would happen in this case, but
Rule does not apply to all. Okay.
oh,
Oh,
man. Mhm.
wow.
I don't even know.
Wow. Epic food fail.
Yeah, but I feel like it was relevant, so I was like, "You know what? Let me just throw this little story time in there because it was definitely an interesting
Eee.
one."
Yeah. And literally, that scenario is why I don't like to cook for other people. Just saying.
I guess that's true.
I'm going to tell my man now when you listen to this episode, you know. Now you know.
Oh, you know
I don't
what?
have to say it.
That just made me remember because, like, we don't really I mean, like, whenever we hang out with each other, like, we don't I don't we're not, like, cooking and being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like, here's some, like, dinner for you," and, like, whatever.
Right.
Except the one time, like, I purposely made my potato salad for you,
Oh,
and
that's
I
true.
was, like, nervous as shit because, like, I really, like, amp up any kind of potatoes that I make, and I was like, "But damn," I was like, "What if she doesn't like it? What if I, like, do it wrong or whatever?" And, now that, like, I've told other people that, like, I've done that for you, I've had other people be like, "Well, where's my potato salad?" And that just reminds me that the person I hung out with this weekend, I was gonna do it and surprise them, and I forgot to.
The
Now I'm mad.
audacity.
I
But
know.
I feel honored.
You should be.
I'm the one who got the potato salad and it was good. Okay. Which I am still appreciative of.
It's one thing I rarely mess up. I don't think I've actually ever messed up a potato, but,
That's a hard one to mess up, I feel like.
yeah.
Unless, you know, you just are somebody who just messes up everything. I remember this one time I made a burger for you back in like middle school or high school. So random.
Did you?
But yeah, it was like this one random day. I don't know. I was like going through a phase of making burgers and I made you this burger in a cast iron skillet, which makes food so much better in a cast
Yeah.
iron skillet. I don't care what anybody says, I'll fight them on it. What's up? But I just remember making a burger. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I'm like, yeah. So I definitely understand that feeling of like, yes, success.
Yeah.
If you feed your friends, because who's going to be more honest with you than your
I
friends?
know, and it's different though, right? Because, like, we have the responsibilities to, like, cook for our families every day and stuff, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
situation where, like, they kinda just, like, have to eat it, right?
Right?
It's
Hostage.
like, "Sorry," but it's the truth, and, but, like, it's like if you have, like, another guest over or whatever, and, like, then they're eating your food, it's like,
It's
I
like,
don't know,
oh,
it's
dang.
so much more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, no, it was like my man's mom, when she slept over one night and I made oatmeal the next morning and it's
Mhm.
like, it's oatmeal,
Right, right.
like, but I'm like, damn, she's about to eat my oatmeal. I hope she likes it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out. I can't stand cooking for other people. And she's
It
like,
is
oh my
stressful.
gosh, this is so good. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, like, him and the baby eat it, but all right,
yeah.
cool. All right, I did it. I done
Maybe
did
it's not
it.
that bad after all.
We got to cut ourselves more of a break, because
Mhm.
like you said, if they really don't like something, they're not going to eat it. So
Yep.
they're still alive and well and making it this far. So we good.
Exactly.
We're good. And if your friend don't like it, then they just, I mean, if we don't
Don't
like
come over.
it, if we were to not like each other's dishes, it's probably because we're so used to being the ones that have to cook it. You know what I mean? Like we're used to the
I
ones
mean,
that have to
maybe.
cook. And it's like,
Maybe, and, like, how
damn.
our food tastes and whatever.
Right, right. It's like I don't have to really worry about trying someone else's food because I already have to struggle with my own. But then it's like, damn, a new struggle.
Yeah, it's true, maybe. I don't know, but at the same time, like, we're, like, close and, like, cool enough to where it's like, "Okay, bitch," and, like, "Don't eat my
Right,
whatever," you know?
right. No,
I
it's
don't know.
true. That's true. That could have went a totally different way, but that's fine.
Oh, man.
Anyways,
Mhm.
we will not prolong this epic food fail talk. And we're going to give Cassie's poor little throat there a break because
Say,
we need her next week, y'all. We need her and her voice to be healthy. So let's all give Cassie our well wishes on her getting her voice back and not to be over there choking and coughing and going through it because she going through it.
It's Been a struggle this entire episode, and I feel like I have used all the juice that I have in my system, so and I didn't even do half of the talking, so I
Oh
appreciate
my
it.
gosh. You talked more than I thought, but we appreciate
Mhm,
it and we appreciate you. So,
mhm.
y'all, we're going to wrap up this episode. But before we do, just want to give you an awesome reminder that we are also broadcasted on FM radio. WDJY 99.1 is where you can tune into your girls Fridays at 9 a.m.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
if you can't get enough of us, definitely check out us on the radio because we'll be there. Other than that, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the deal. We'll be there posting it up and always recording a new episode for you.
You sure will.
Yes. But until next time, y'all.
Bye, guys.